Then, today, we're going to talk a little bit about inscribed angles. Alright? Inscribed angles are angles whose vertex is on the circle. Okay? So if I'm looking at angle ABC, that'd be this angle right here. Alright? Angle ABC is an inscribed angle. Alright, this angle right here, angle ABC, is an inscribed angle. Its vertex is on the circle. Alright, its vertex is on the circle. It could be anywhere. This is an inscribed angle even. Alright, that right there. That's an inscribed angle. It's any angle whose vertex is on the circle. Okay, that's what an inscribed angle is. So, when you have an inscribed angle here, obviously the sides of that angle will hit the circle on the other side, right? Or somewhere. Yeah. The sides of the angle will eventually hit the circle. Okay? Where it hits the circle, that is called the intercepted arc. Alright? So arc AC is the intercepted arc. It's the arc. It's the arc on the circle where the sides of the angles intercepted or hit it. Okay? It's the arc on the circle where the sides of the angle intercept or intersect the edge of the circle. Okay? So AC is an intercepted arc of the inscribed angle ABC. So just some terminology there for you. Okay? Now, here's the rule that you'll need to know. If you have an inscribed angle, like this angle right here, it is always equal to half of the intercepted arc. An inscribed angle is always equal to half its intercepted arc. That's your rule. That's theorem, I don't know, they number it, 10.7. Okay? The measure of an inscribed angle, so the measure of angle ABC equals half the measure of the arc AC. So if the measure of arc AC, if this was, 100 degrees, then this angle right here would be 50. Okay? The measure of an inscribed angle is exactly half its intercepted arc. Always, 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 always. Questions on that? Okay? Everybody got this? Tell me what you think about the measures of B, measure of angle B, and the measure of angle D. Tell me what you think you know about the measure of angle B and the measure of angle D, Ethan. Anthony? Congruent? Think they're congruent?
Yeah.
Antonio, think they're congruent?
Well, I was going to say that BD is twice as long as BCD. Or like arc BD.
The measure of the arc BD is what?
Half of BCD. Of angle BCD.
Oh, this
Yeah.
would be twice this.
Or yeah, that's what I was, yeah.
Yeah. But I'm talking about the measure of angle B and the measure of angle D, right here. They're not vertical. Quinn?
It'd be the same because
intercept the same
angle
arc.
D intercepts the circle at arc AC, right? Angle D intercepts the circle at AC. Well, look at angle B. Does it also intercept the circle
Yes.
at AC?
So it's gonna have to be.
So they have to be the same, because whatever AC is, this is going to be exactly what of it? Half of it. Well, won't this be exactly half of that arc too?
Yep.
So if the measure of arc AC was 80, what's this angle? 40. What's this angle? 40. Okay? So make sure you're looking at this. This is, I don't know, another theorem in the book, theorem 10a. We're not going to prove it. Okay? But it should make sense that this angle right here would be congruent to that one right there, because they both intercept the exact same arc. Okay? If two inscribed angles intercept the same arc, then those two inscribed angles have to be congruent. Seem to make some sense? Okay? I'll do a couple here for you. So let's say this right here is 90 degrees. What's the measure of angle BAC? What's the measure of angle BAC?
45.
45, right? Measure of angle BAC, that's referring to this angle right here, correct?
Yeah.
Is that an inscribed angle? Is this an inscribed angle? Is its vertex on the circle?
Yes.
Yes. What do we know about inscribed angles? They're exactly half of its intercepted arc. So if the measure of this arc out here is 90 degrees, then the measure of that angle has to be half of that, so the measure of angle BAC would have to be 45. Okay on that one? Right? Other way around here.
78.
I'm going to give you the measure of the inscribed angle as 39 degrees and ask you to tell me the measure of the arc BA.
78 degrees. 78 degrees.
78 degrees, how'd you get that?
You'd take 39 times 2.
39 times 2. So the measure of the arc BA would be 78. 39 times 2. Okay? Remember, the inscribed angle is exactly half of the arc that it intercepts. Okay, one more. Okay, how about the measure of the arc BE? The measure of the arc BE.
160.
160. Because if this angle right here is 80, if that angle is 80 and it opens up to the arc BE, we know that's always double it, right? So that would be 160. How about the measure of angle BDE?
80.
This angle right here. Would it also be 80?
Yes.
Does it open up to the exact same arc that this one does?
Yes.
Yes, so it would have to be 80 as well. We got the hang of this for the most part? Okay? Alright, we'll stop there right now just so I keep it fairly short.